Welcome to another video tutorial from 2001web.com, a web design and hosting company that likes to help their clients use their own websites. So for this tutorial, it's for WordPress and it's on creating custom layouts for pages. Quite often when you have a WordPress template, you're very limited into what you can do with it because you'll have a navigation bar across the top or down the side and then a main content area. But what we're going to do is show you how you can mess with that and rearrange certain pages as you would like. So first of all, we're going to log into the WordPress admin area, and there you see your WordPress dashboard. So we're going to go across to the pages section here, which will give us a list of our pages. Now first of all, if we just take a little look at the contact page that we've already built here, this is it's a very base template, it's a very base layout, but pretty standard little navigation bar or section column on the left there for you to put all your information in, and the main content area at this side here, and of course the main navigation across the top here. So it's pretty standard layout. Now for the home page, say we don't want to go with that format for the home page, you want to create a nice modular page with different things in different places. This is how we're going to do that. So first of all, we're going to edit the home page. Now this is a fairly standard layout where you put in your page title and you'd normally put your content in here. Now we have a plugin that we use called themify Builder. If you haven't got this installed on your website, contact us. We can install it for you, and it does work with most themes. And down here you will see, if Themify is installed, there is a sidebar option, and this is just a general page layout. Now normally it's going to be marked as default, which in the case as we just showed you is the bar at the side here, the content section at the side, and the main content area here. But we don't want that. We're going for a home page, so we're going to go to full width at the end there, which means no sidebar, which gives us a blank canvas. Once we've done that, we're going to click on Themify Builder. Now what you've got to remember basically here is that we're not working in this content area because we're creating our own custom layout. So with the exception of the title, we're not going to be touching this at all. We're going to build our page in the Themify Builder down here. Now you can see blocks here. These are basically content blocks that we can drag various functions and things into. Currently the page is divided up into 4 sections, as you can see there. So we're going to go for, let's go for half and half. Now these boxes can be resized just by literally clicking down on the edge there and dragging. Okay, so as you can see there, because we've only got a fixed space, I've created 2 boxes, one on the left, one on the right. We're going to make these that these are equal, half and half. And now we can start building our page. Now we've already got the title, we discussed that earlier on. So let's say, for example, in this part of the page here, we want to pop an image in. So we literally take the image box here, we drag it, and we drop it into that section. Now we're going to get a pop-up window which is asking for a title. Now we don't really want to title a module unless you want to title a photograph. So some of our work, here's a little title and maybe, and image URL. Now it's asking us to specify the image, so we can browse library, see if we've got anything in there to put in. There we go, little photograph of a hat, and we're going to insert, and there it's showing you that it's been put in there. How do we want the image to be? Do we want any shadows, bordered, circles, rounded? We'll leave rounded, we'll round the image off nicely. Image title, this is for the search engine, so we will call it pink hat image. And the link, we don't want it to link to anything, we're just going to pop a picture in. So if you wanted this image to link to a page, you could put in the link to the page there. Caption, we don't want a caption. Open lightbox, it's always a good idea. That means when they click the image, it will pop open into a new window, or if you prefer, you can have a zoom option to zoom in on certain parts of the image. So we're going to click save. Okay, so there we go, we've got our image in place there. So next to the image, let's pop a paragraph of text in. So we just take the text box, we drag that down into there, and we're going to get a window asking us, and we'll call this our recent work, and we will just pop into there. Let's go and get some Ipsum text. There we go, this is the stuff that you normally see in templates. It's just standard text. We're going to copy that. and we're going to paste that into our text box. Okay, additional CSS. If you're an advanced user and you understand cascading style sheets, you can use that box there, but most of you won't, so we just leave that. You can format this text if you wish. If you want to make I don't know, if you want to make a heading, you can hit return there, make that bold, open the kitchen sink and get those options if you want. This little button here is one worth knowing about. That sort of expands on the options. We can make that into a heading. We'll just change the colour of the text to red for the sake of it, and press save. So now our page is we've got an image on the left hand side and we've got some text on the right, so let's go and have a little look at that. Let's go home, and you don't see the changes. This is important because what you've got to do as you're working is to save. So click save again, we'll go back there, we'll refresh, and there we go. We've got our image and we've got our section of text there on the left hand side. Now the great thing about this system is, if we go back to there, if you want to resize that, if you want the image to be smaller and the text to take up more space, we can literally just resize like so. Click save and refresh, and there we go, your text is now using more space. Right, we can add further rows. We've done the first row there, so I don't know, maybe across here we would like to use a call out. What callouts are is callouts are basically shaded areas that try and encourage the visitor to, for example, sign up for a newsletter. So let's do that. Sign up for our newsletter. Call out style, we're going to go for full width. It tells you there, if you just mouse over, what the options are. We've got a button on the bottom. Let's go for a button on the bottom there. And the call out heading is going to be sign up for our newsletter now, and the text will be a little more explanation there. Okay, so now call out colour, you can change the colour on these. In fact, we recommend it because it does make it stand out if you're trying to draw their attention to something. So for the purpose of this, we'll make it a nice dull green one there, or bright green one. Rounded corners and with a gradient. The action button link, okay, so this is the link of the place we're going to go to. So if we had a special offers page, we might type in there the name of your website and the actual link to the special offers page. The button text, this is what's going to go on the button itself, so we'll put sign up now, or find out more, and we'll make our button a slightly darker green. Okay, and we will click save. Okay, now call out, we'll resize that because we want that to go right the way across the page to make sure it catches their attention. Okay, so other things that you can pop in here: image galleries, dividers. We can stick a divider in between sections if we wish, so we can literally pop that in there. Sorry, take that into a section down the bottom. They must go in empty tables, these little plugins. There we go. So we'll pop the divider in there. It's asking us to do whether we want it solid, and we can check it. We can do the thickness and change the colour, and generally mess with that, and we'll click save. Now the reason I'm creating this divider is I want to show you something in a minute. We're going to make the divider go all the way across the page. The great thing about these blocks is you can reorder them. Now we've put the divider above the call out button. We can pop it if we like at the top. Say for example we've decided we want the dividers to go underneath the text. You can pop it into that box there. Basically you can mess around with these, you can drag them, drop them, put them wherever you like. So let's just save those changes and look at our page and refresh. Okay, so there you go. Now you see we've got our section there. We've got our call out section with its title, and all the links and the button. So basically you can reformat the page, you can change the page, you can move things around and lay it out exactly as you want it. I'm going to show you one more thing. If you find working in the back end here complicated, or this doesn't make much sense to you, you can actually do this on the front of the website as well by simply switching to front end, which you can see there. Now what this is going to do is it's going to show us the actual web page, and it will show you things are clearly in blocks there. Okay, we've got the image there, so if you mouse over that, it's going to give you editing options, duplicate, delete. Okay, I mean, so if we want to duplicate that image, we can take that, we can pop that down here somewhere, and of course it will expand to fit whatever section it's in. And we can add items as an empty block down here. So say for example we wanted to add a testimonial in there, we'll pop a testimonial in there, and what's our customers say? And you would basically just go through that and insert that. We're not going to do it for now, but that's it. You can actually physically work with the page. You can move things around. If you decide you want the text over in this section in the side, you can literally just drag and drop that page around however you want it, and reformat things as you like. If you don't want the photograph there, we can just go ahead and delete that. As you can see, it's all real time, and you can build your page and lay it out exactly as you want. When you finish, just remember to click save and then close the builder, and you will see the page that the customer is going to see. So that's basically how to work with custom pages. If you haven't got the themify builder, contact support, we can certainly install that for you, or if you want your own version, we can send you to the site where you can buy it, and we have a discount coupon as well for it, so we'll save you a few pounds. Well, that concludes this tutorial video. Hope you found it useful, and look out for the next video from 2001 Web.